What's up, guys? It's Paladin Null. I'm here with my friend CPQ.
Hi.
Our faces are actually really bright. I wonder if we even need this on today.
Well, I mean, we are streaming in the middle of the day.
Hey, look at that. We don't even need it. Look, we look nice without it.
We look nice.
Sweater
I mean,
boys.
it would look nicer if I washed my hair, but I was just like, I have an hour. No.
Alrighty then. So, one thing, I am actually drinking water today instead of alcohol because I had a really bad headache this morning, and I'd rather not mix headache medicine and alcohol.
I would.
But CPQ's drinking a whiskey sour, so
Yeah.
there you go.
He's got some good whiskey.
I like my whiskey. I'll need to remember to buy some more whenever we run out. Hey, Fastflaw, welcome out to the stream.
Hi.
By the way, today the name of today's episode is Another Day, Another Normal Day, or what is it? I wrote it just 5 seconds ago, now I've forgotten. Just a normal day at anime school. Just a normal day at anime school. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's do this. The two of us into the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons.
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. What high school has crayons?
I don't know. My high school had crayons.
I don't think I ever had anything to do with crayons in high school.
Fine then. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names.
Alright. That's one down. Oh.
That's why I'm freaking fangirling right now. Oh, yeah, that's me. New Fire Emblem game for Switch is coming out soon, and it has vampire characters, werewolves, fairies, and new types of characters, and all guys are freaking hot. Look it up on YouTube, and it'll pop up. We will do that after the stream. We have a stream, but I am very intrigued, as Fire Emblem on the Switch means I'd actually be able to stream it for everybody. So. Alright, that's one down.
I reblogged my post.
Don't get distracted. We still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine, fine. And at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah, I dropped one by accident.
Smack!
Ah!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf.
Me.
She falls onto the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her up and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Hey now. On, what is the button? There it is. Just leave it on that for a second.
Yep.
Fan service. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead.
Yep.
A bump is starting to form as well.
Yep.
Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find some ice.
Kevin.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I had Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Hey look, it changed.
Yeah.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. You'll feel better soon. It always hurts the first time.
I swear to God.
Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Kevin? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
Eh? What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that? Did I do that? I just realized I have inadvertently given Kevin, what's his name? Steve Urkel voice. Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. Ugh, can we get out of this barf zone?
Please.
So in a way, it was my own fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Kevin, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy.
I am ready to hurl.
You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Kevin?
The urge to drink alcohol is rising within me.
I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
No, I sure hope not. Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college, or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But I do want to see those sweet anime titties. Well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression within her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She begins taking off her blazer. No, sorry. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me pop a boner.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
And if I hide it under my bangs?
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She touches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go.
Did you get the crayons?
I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we're back to the club room.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems.
Oh boy, that.
What? Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
I'm sorry. That face. That sentence.
Yep.
Classic.
Yep.
I love the sweat drop.
Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
You called it. You called it earlier. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Skirt.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Kevin.
Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems?
Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon boxes closed tightly, I returned to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? You have the dice app?
Yeah.
4 sides. Alright. Bottom to top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Natsuki.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Give me a break, it's been a day. Yeah.
Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
She's my favorite.
Right?
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Eh, you think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength.
I bet Sayori won out on the points on that.
Mm-hmm. By 1.
Yep.
But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so... fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Maybe we're keeping her from flying off into space and getting popped by the atmosphere. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me— Hey! I called it! She would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I forgot she has good handwriting. Thank heavens.
I forgot that her music literally sounds like any anime that's like, back when we were in kindergarten.
It does. That's so cute.
Amy likes spiders. Are you gonna read it?
Yeah. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing— This sounds like a kindergartner wrote it. It's great. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. I swear to God, if it all ends with that, that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. I swear to fucking God. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her, I swear to fucking God. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Fuck this bitch, damn!
Shit.
Sounds like something in one of those, oh, what's his name? Neil something. The, Where the Sidewalk Ends guy.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
Of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Wait, like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that?
No, that was me.
Oh.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Natsuki, do you like spiders?
No, Natsuki likes cute things, and everybody assumes that makes her a cute person.
That's fair.
That's not what makes her a cute person. Having matching pink hair and eyes makes her a cute
yeah,
person.
Yeah, but that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy.
See, that's the argument that people have about, like, lolicons, and I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Lolicons actually hurt people. Oh, sorry. Trying to get ready for the roll. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Once again, like, the lolicon argument kind of defeats that.
Lolicon is pedophilia, and that is hurting people. That's not an argument. They are wrong, Paladin.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can, too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I can't fucking read today. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Here we go again. I don't want to do this again.
You're the one that is reading all the characters, and you're the one that wanted to read the poems. I could easily read the poems.
Fine, you can read the poems, then.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1 was Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today. ... Well done, Kevin. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect.
No, I mean, we're also rolling dice for it, so...
You don't need to be afraid of a little more you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem.
Alright, I want to hear you read this one.
The Raccoon.
Oh, here we go.
It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an...
Ordinary?
Is that unordinary?
Unordinary.
As an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was...
The symptom?
Was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon...
Increments?
The moon increments its phases and neglects that much more...
Reflects?
Sorry. You're right, this is really hard to read handwriting.
I told you.
And reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Okay.
That to assume that you cut the raccoon up? I don't know.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what this is supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Like feeding raccoons?
Yes, like feeding raccoons.
It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep on myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Like feeding raccoons?
Yeah, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Huh? She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah.
Sounds like you two have that in common.
Oh no, I ship them though. That's very interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
That face.
Oh my god. So good, so
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener.
I fought off that yawn as long as I could, but it was no hope. Alright.
Alright, you have to do even odds, because the minimum is 3 for this.
Can you not just choose to flip a coin on it?
No.
Alright, well then I will do,
It says the minimum I can choose is 3.
Okay. You not do...
$3.99.
Huh. They changed that. It used to be that you could do 2. Oh well. Here we go. So, evens are Sayori, odds are Monica. 8, Sayori. Almost the exact same order we got last time.
Kevin, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
Yeah, I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good.
Yeah, we got Sayori this time around.
Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
Huh? No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think that's it.
What do you mean?
Well, guess I'll be honest about it. A lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Did I do well in trying to say that as creepily as possible? Stop winking. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I mean, you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. Sorry, I can read that better. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
Huh? I don't know if I understand.
Yeah. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey! I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe?
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Kevin? Will you give me your poem? I kinda wanna keep it.
Why?
Because, well...
I need to add it to my shrine.
It's the first time you've written something for me.
Dun! Bada! Oh no. I've got something better. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta set this up.
I'm not ready for whatever he's doing. Oh no.
There it is.
You should just keep that up and be ready for it.
Sorry, that took way more time than it should have to set up, but I was so worth it. Also, I just realized something.
What?
If I can actually set this thing up, let's see here, what am I looking for? This. Set window opacity down to like, I guess I can't, can I not change window opacity? Why is that? I don't know why it's not allowing me to do some of these things, but I used to be able to make it transparent. Oh well, I can't anymore. Whatever. It'll just have to sit like over here or something. But yes, that was pretty great. We could have also done the actual, the alert theme. No, that's just the opening. Yeah, here we go.
Mixes well with the game music.
Yes, it does. But yes, I'll hold on to the Metal Gear sound effect there. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Even listening anymore. Oh, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap.
I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
Sumimasen. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, me shaking.
Made her come. I'm a little clumsy today.
It's so good. It's the perfect sound effect for like every situation. Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. You want me to read this one as well?
Sure. What the fuck? That first fucking line.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Then I put the bottle on the shelf and all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, finding the nooks and crannies.
I'm sorry.
Is that a masturbation joke?
Yeah.
Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. You shouldn't be scraping, like, if you need to, check on the inside of your cheek. If you can scratch it, your fingernails are too long.
Continue.
I blow off the dust off of my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Fuck!
She gave away all her dreams. It was so cute, and then
that was just dark from the get-go. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
Apparently in touch with other things as well. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Maybe she's been in touch with Monica.
Bow bow chicka wow bop down it.
Thank you, I was hoping for one of those. Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not used to... Maybe because I'm just so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I think I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Well, I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die! I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
I liked you reading it in your own voice, but when we said die at the same time, it was like, die! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it in no matter than a week later.
Me.
I wonder if this is one of those times. Yes. Getting obsessed with a thing, and then dropping it a week later, like I dropped Auto for the fucking melodica.
You did.
Well, that's because the Auto takes batteries, and he's not very loud, and I don't know how to play him that well. Yeah. I already know how to play a piano, so the melodica's easy.
Yeah.
But seeing the passion in her eyes easily makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Do we need to roll for this one?
Yes.
1 through 20 is Monica.
21. We just skip it.
21?
21. Blackjack, I win.
No, I was thinking of the vine. 21.
What vine?
It's like, it was, what's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid!
Oh, yeah.
Hi again, Kevin. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I can't wait for me to use my princess voice in a very creepy manner. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for me? Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go.
You didn't write it for me, did you?
I think that's physically impossible.
That's
it's impossible for us. I gave my poem to Monica.
All right. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a little bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable anything, am I?
No, nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something.
Do it, bitch!
Oh, sorry. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway...
How about this crack?
You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Do you want me to try?
Oh, sorry. I just saw the name of the poem, Save Me, and my mate. Hey! Hello, James Iverson. Welcome out to the stream.
Hi! We haven't gotten to the creepy part yet, so you're showing up right in time.
Apparently, we're supposed to get to it today at some point.
Yeah. This is day 2 of poems, day 2 of streaming, so...
Yep.
You want me to read it?
You can. It's just the thing that popped into my mind is I saw Save Me, and I went... And my mind immediately went to, Save me!
Wake me up.
Wake me up.
I can't wake up.
The colors, they won't stop.
Save me.
Bright and beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing.
Kill me. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise? Of meaningless noise.
Noise? Noise? Question mark.
The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Of meaningless? Of meaningless.
Load me?
Load me.
Save me, load me. It's computers.
Oh! Oh!
That's cool.
Oh!
And red, green, blue because RGB.
Oh! I like it! Yes!
Waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Yeah, it's...
Monica! Monica is smart! Yes, Monica! I'm sorry. Just...
I also like the use of space in the poem because that's actually just as important. I bet they're gonna comment on a lot of this when we get to it.
Lots of snaps for Monica. That is the best poem we've read so far. Yes, Monica.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Bitch, that is the best poem we've read so far.
I don't know. I liked Natsuki's on the first day.
Hey, Natsuki's first one was good, but that's number 2 compared to this one.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper.
I can see that.
Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic.
There's a video saying, like, changing the spacing of stuff reminds me of a video I saw recently, which was the Wii Shop theme, but every break in the song is a little bit too long.
Yeah.
So you know how it's like a dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
It goes dun 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 dun. Dun.
Ah! Oh, by the way, James, this is our first playthrough, so no spoilers, and you get to see our
this is genuine. We have
genuine
no idea what's
reactions.
going on.
We have no idea what's happening. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
James says Monica's got a big head, man. Billboard brow over here. That is a lot of space to deal with right there. If that's the proposed top.
I mean, unless she's wearing a bumpet.
I remember the bumpet.
The bumpet.
I remember that was like a big thing at the church that I used to go to forever ago because, you know, Southern Baptists had to have basically like the 50s beehive is alive and well in Southern United States. It just exists as the bumpet now.
The bumpet was really popular for girls in pageants. I never owned one, but there were a lot of girls who would use the mini bumpet to do the half bag, the half up, half down, or instead of doing a bun, if you were to pull your hair all the way up, you would use the bumpet in the bun instead of over this part of your head.
Weird. I just
Pageants are weird.
I remember the commercials for those things. They were very strange.
They were strange.
I see.
I kind of wanted a mini one.
It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. I got it. It was computers.
Sometimes asking what the poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. Oh, I think she's my favorite. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway,
Any-hoozle.
Here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision.
When you find yourself in times of trouble,
Monica will say to you, when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. God damn it, Monica!
Did she just break the fourth wall?
She just break the fucking fourth wall. Here we go. Why are you turning the light on?
Because we were dark.
Oh.
The light was not as bright as it was earlier. I mean, I could probably open up the thing, but yeah, clouds.
Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
Check the game files as you play. Everything else is for you to see. Oh shit, we need to check the local files?
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, it's time for us to check the files.
Hold on.
What? Let's
save again. And then, I'm actually gonna do a thing. Let's see here. There we go. So this is actually what the full monitor is and what you guys see. So let's see here.
Okay.
Let's go to here. Properties. What is it? Local files. Browse local files. Copyright.txt. Game.
I don't know.
Cache, saves, characters. App. The copyright. Team Salvo, all rights reserved. The published work includes Renpai's game engine, whose material is covered by license formatting. This is just a copyright information. Log.txt. Bootstrap to the start of init. Early init look, loader. Primary display bounds, windowed mode. So this is literally just the log. It's a log of everything we've done? Or is it a log of like everything being done? Number of texture units for using shader environment to copy RITT, using GL
What
renderer,
do you want us to see, James? What do you want us to see?
They tested textures all the way up to 2048 pixel texture works. Total time running interface ready.
What does James want us to see?
I was wondering why this went all the way out here. It's just because that display info goes for a really long time. Nothing to see here right now, but I bet we'll see something.
README?
Where's the README?
The very bottom.
README.html. Basic help, game menu, key mouse bindings, delete and save data, access files, Steam, Mac, non-Steam, legal notice. That's all it's got right now. Won't be immediately. You'll know when you have to. Okay.
Oh.
Just keep playing. All right. All right.
You worried us there. You worried us there, James.
I'm trusting you.
You worried us.
All right. Let's get back to the game then.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of these things because they keep popping up. Stop it.
All these notifications you guys can't see.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could just come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the next line, please. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
A live sacrifice.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
I imagine her coloring like this, like full-fisted, just like on the desk like this.
Yeah,
this is how
like
she
yeah,
colors.
like this.
This is how she colors. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think that's a... Oh, that's not...
Monica.
Do you really think that it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki.
It's cold in here.
I'm sorry, would you like my coat?
No. I mean, I'm wearing a sweater. It's just my hands.
I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself,
Okay.
finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do.
I was brought here by cupcakes.
And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
2 minutes is simultaneously a very short period of time and a very, very long period of time.
It's a very short minute of time until you're actually performing.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's about 10 minutes long.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright!
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have much of a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course.
Have I seen Hamilton? I have not seen Hamilton. I've heard a lot of things about Hamilton, though.
I haven't sat down and listened to the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure Hamilton's on YouTube for the next 24 hours until copyright gets it taken down. So I might watch it. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Monica finally finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. And then you have a line.
That was so good, Monica!
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
That determined face.
Oh, look at that precious baby.
Wah! Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called... After Image of a Crimson Eve. After Image of a Crimson Eye, thank you. I tried.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Sorry, I'm burping up the pizza I had for lunch.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm enjoying it because it tastes like pizza. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding.
Y'all are doing it wrong. It's snapping for poems.
Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems.
Maybe we should join a theater club.
It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Bow pow chikaku wow kata padana. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Kevin liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
So cute.
I like highlighting the faces that I like the most.
So cute. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay!
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Kevin. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kevin lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Shit!
I'm sorry.
Fucking roasted.
Might as well let Kevin do it for fucking, I don't remember the end of the line. Before it lowers the standards of fucking shit.
Good enough.
Natsuki!
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection to read. I'll just have to go with the one that I wrote for today. I stand up and step into the front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward.
Look at my girl.
I recite my poem.
Which one's evil?
What if they're all evil? Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway.
Y'all doing it wrong.
Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
And quite possibly with better dice rolls. Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. Going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat, and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called... It's called...
Death to the non-believers!
Why are you all looking at me?
Sorry, that's the name of the poem, is Death to the non-believers.
Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Go ahead and jump. Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's it. I was ready for the next one.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. Disappears. I didn't read one. Disappears a little. Okay. Dissipates would have been a better word there. Just gonna say. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The poem feels like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends... just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki.
I can feel it, though.
I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case...
You won't have much to worry about for the festival.
That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through.
It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so make sure fuck me in the ass. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I thought I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
She doesn't even look like the same person, honestly. She like transforms into something else. Yeah, no problem.
Is that face Natsuki was making when she changed her position?
No. Ah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow's as well.
I realized you can't really tell what face I was making at you. It was kind of like almost half disgusted, like, I can't believe you're trying to hit on my man face. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that.
Did you almost just spill beer out of your mouth trying to speak?
Yeah, I did. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare.
Where did my phone go?
In my lap.
Okay, it was obscured by your hand.
Monday's the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this.
I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
I was excited.
Yep!
Look at you two always going home together like that.
Snaggletooth.
So cute. Kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, How am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Kevin. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh boy, we get to roll. Are you ready? Evens is I would walk home with Yuri. Odds are I would still walk home with Sayori. Hold on, really quick. Let's save.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's apparently something we're supposed to do at decision-making points in these games.
Just in case it ends the game.
Yeah. I don't think it'll end the game, but you know.
You never know.
So here we go. Evens is Yuri, odds is Sayori. 3, we would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart.
Then why don't you date her,
Jeez.
Sayori?
I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Kevin. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thinking though it's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Show up to school, the building's on fire. Okay, here we get to go.
I want to do it. Let me do it.
Fine. I like the sort of crunchy bit chiptune music during this.
Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright.
4,
Cage.
2,
Precious.
Change sides.
8,
Fester.
7,
That's 5, 6,
No!
7. Lucky. We did not get Doki Doki.
3,
Comfort. Yes, Natsuki is one of my favorites, I think.
8,
8.
8, yeah.
Lipstick.
4,
Perfect. By the way, James, since you're new, this is something that we call D in Dating Sim, where we don't like to make decisions for ourselves. So we have a dice rolling app, or I sometimes actually use my real D20, and we will roll to determine what choices we make. I'm not sure if I made that obvious yet.
I hope you guys can hear, but it's saying the numbers that I'm rolling.
You can
so.
also roll it in front of your
I could,
thing,
yeah.
and it'd pick up easier.
5,
Yeah, it's picking up.
6, 4,
Extraordinary.
4,
Sparkle.
3,
Milk.
4,
Twirl.
8,
8. It really doesn't like saying the word 8.
It doesn't.
8,
8 again.
7,
Climax.
6,
Forgive.
10,
10.
Dazzle.
It just doesn't like the letter T.
I guess.
3,
Fluffy.
4,
Nibble.
We got a lot of Natskis that I saw.
We did get a lot of Natskis in that one.
Fingers crossed for
I've actually
Natsuki.
never been a DM. I'm usually one of the players. I would love to do I would love to DM at some point. I just don't I don't have a lot of time to play Dungeons and Dragons. And, well, I actually have a decent amount of time to play Dungeons & Dragons. The problem is that my time is...
Any free time that you could have spent is either done streaming or cleaning.
Or
with
working.
Me, or working.
I basically have filled every ounce of free time that I have throughout the day because I don't like having to make decisions anymore. So I just decided to take all the decision making out by filling up my day. The only time that I have to myself that is not predetermined right now is in the mornings. I have a lot of free time, but that's usually not a good time to play D&D as nobody else is up.
Decidedly not. I got up at 10 today.
Fancy. I got up at 5.
Oh,
That was because of a nightmare.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Who are you murdering that's keeping you so late?
And how are you keeping your uniform that pristine? Pulls out a Tide pen. Like the shout pen. I combined Tide Pods with a shout pen.
They have Tide pens.
Do they?
I
Okay.
have a Tide pen.
I think shout was the first one I ever saw, so that was what I always referred to them as. Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival.
That smile.
Oh my god, my heart. You guys can tell which one's our favorite.
Yeah, Natsuki's kind of the best character.
It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. Not talking about our part of the festival. But the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
Why don't we have that in America?
Because America's fucking lame.
Anyway, you sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, did they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
What is that supposed to mean?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Also, cold hands.
Why would you do this to me?
Because cold hands.
Oh, God.
I told you I would eventually do it to you because you did it to me like a week ago, and I
That's
said it was
fair.
going to hit you when you least expected it. So cold hands.
Okay. Huh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Thank you for breaking the fourth wall once again, Monica.
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Makes no sense in translation.
Welcome to CBQ Talks to Herself.
Yes, the video game.
Fine, fine.
I do it plenty of times whenever we're playing regular games.
You do. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me?
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Huh?
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Get out of here. Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. You say so. Was that supposed to be your revenge?
Yeah.
The problem is that I'm a warm bottle.
You really are.
I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning my back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, and with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together, bow chicka bow wow. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Kevin, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, do you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Kevin. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. Just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Ooh. Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Kevin.
Bow chicka bow wow. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Sounds like a serial killer. Okay.
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
I'm sure something was turned on inside of her.
Yeah, it was.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it was when it has been.
You're so funny, Kevin. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully.
Slowly, going into Yuri territory right now.
I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Getting that good Sayori lovin'. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. ...
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Oh shit, I forgot we wrote a poem again.
I forgot we wrote a poem again, too.
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori.
I'm kind of tired of poems, honestly.
Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. That's what this game is, apparently. Just poem reading after poem reading. All right. Top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on.
4.
Monica. Starting with her this time. Interesting.
Shut up. Hi, Kevin. Have you thought about what you want to submit to, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in the club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see.
Were you distracted by the banging on the wall like I was?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day.
Damn it, did we get Sayori again? The dice rolls have gotten us Sayori 3 times in a row.
I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing her as often. I haven't been seeing her as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today.
Yeah? Did she tell you something?
Well, Kevin, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright. Just making sure.
Skirt.
I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad were to happen to her, so keep an eye on her.
She's gonna be the first to die.
That's why I use that voice. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? ... Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright.
Oh.
The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star, glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
I changed my mind.
What?
I love poems. Oh, yes, Monica, again. Snaps for you, Monica. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything.
Too late.
But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. Never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about the things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that.
Is that more wall breaking? Humans aren't two-dimensional because
I
she's...
feel like it is. Why does Monica keep breaking the fourth wall?
She's the one. I called it earlier.
I know she's the one.
I called it earlier.
I know, you're so right. She is the one. It's because it's Yuri, Sayori, Natsuki, and Monica.
And fucking Monica. That is not a name.
Monica. Monica is a name.
It's not a Japanese name.
It's not a Japanese name. The K makes it a little less Western, but it's not a Japanese name.
It's gonna be Monica.
Here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
I have 3 that's just the exact same pose, except this one has her elbow bent. For some reason.
Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not good enough? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you've put so much into.
I mean, dice rolls are not that much.
But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing's good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Is that why you made this literature club? Alright. Give me some... Or I guess I can give the numbers. We'll do from the bottom. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Come on, buddy.
3,
Oh, it's next.
Sayori is next.
This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Kevin. It's really, really nice, Kevin.
I think the microphone is like ever so slightly picking up the vacuum cleaner in the background. Yeah, thanks. Dot, dot, dot. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want a nap or something?
Always, I mean, no, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? God. I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Kevin. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end,
Yeah?
I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, sorry.
I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait, of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. You know, you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. That vacuum cleaner is driving me insane.
It is. It really is.
Holy shit. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori?
No.
Cry.
Oh.
Tears and blue shoe.
Kevin, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Why are you running?
Why are you fucking vacuuming?
Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody is noticing this. Sayori. Probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Kevin. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a bit early today.
Sayori.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay?
She's going to go kill herself, isn't she?
I'm not ready for this.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Sayori needs a big, great hug, my baby. That's how I feel right now. But before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. She's going home to kill herself.
Not ready.
Alright. Evens are Yuri, odds are Natsuki. 8. Going with Yuri.
Good, we saved the best for last. ...
Well done, Kevin. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days.
Didn't she, isn't this exactly what she said last time?
I think so.
Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. And now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree.
I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid of this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all of the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself.
Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Kevin?
Eh?
Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Huh? Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible.
Eh?
Me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri?
But what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
Wait. Sayori didn't even have a poem.
Oh shit.
Sayori didn't have a poem.
Oh,
I just
shit.
realized that.
Oh shit.
Need to be down a little bit.
Maybe that's why she wants to go. She woke up too late and forgot to write a poem.
No, I don't think that's it. Maybe her poem is her suicide note.
Oh shit.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth's chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundation until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore.
Okay, here's the plan. Next time you wake up at 5, soothe yourself by vacuuming. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
You say that like you didn't even want to write about it.
Oh, haven't you heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, please tell me they're dating.
Nope.
It was amazing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways.
It never ends. It never ends.
It never fucking ends.
Go on, read.
So, Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. We didn't get a whole lot of thought of speaking in headway there, did we?
Mm-mm.
Alright, I'm not even gonna bother rolling it to Natsuki next.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No, gross. It's not like I care.
Soon. Soon!
So cute. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure that you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's,
Snaggletooth.
it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. I was too.
Protect that smile.
Oh, our baby. Look at her.
I know we're not on her route, but I'm...
I wish we were. God, I wish we were.
We could go for her in a second run through.
We could.
How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. Guess that's kind of the point. Should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway.
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap In a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities into the sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, let you free in my windy sail, and remember the reason you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
Aww.
I like her beach story better than the other one.
Mm-hmm. Well, Yuri wasn't passionate about it, so
That's true.
It's not gonna be good if you're not passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about those negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Yuri found a way. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's... Jeez. Better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh. You can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we get started figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Oh, just a catchphrase?
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. God damn it.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
Ah. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? Thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being a lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes.
Of course she will.
But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted.
That smile.
Oh, my baby. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too?
Jeez, even I can tell now. Guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Kevin.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that.
That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to such a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
The blue shoe between these two is strong.
Oh my God, I love it.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Kevin may not like to be around if you make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with decorations.
Oh no, are we gonna get the silly music here in a second when they start fighting?
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Kevin to... Well, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? So what do you think? Guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Kevin to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend time with me yet, you know.
Winky face.
So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Kevin, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me. Oh, there's 4 options.
I was hoping Sayori was going to be an option.
Sayori is an option.
Alright, number them for us.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Sayori wins!
Yes!
The computers conspire. I mean, if I'm going anywhere, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and...
But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. You really hate us that much?
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
Oh, so they removed her from a choice. Shit.
Alright then.
Alright, then it's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
Number for me again.
1, 2, 3.
2.
Monica.
Okay. The one who's gonna kill us?
Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica,
Yeah, there's the silly music.
Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us.
It's almost kind of spooky music as
It
well.
is. It's so cute. It's like Disney spooky.
Yeah.
But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable to one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Kevin was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica.
I love this music so much.
You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe. That is true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
This is great.
I love it. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Kevin to help one of you two.
Is it literally just gonna make us go through all of the options until one of them is...
I guess that's what we'll do.
I'm gonna save it really quick. After choosing the two other options and both of them failed, I swear if we could have chosen one of these two from the very beginning. Alright, well it comes down to me. Evens are gonna be Yuri, odds are Natsuki. Come on, odds. That is a 9.
Yes!
That's not a 6, that's a 9, because there's the line right there. The 6 is right next to it. That's a 9, we're going with Natsuki.
Yes.
Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago, you were saying that... that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway... You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all.
Aw, I feel bad now.
Oh, now I feel terrible. That's good.
Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little less hard not to. It's a little hard to not feel bad.
So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? Oh, sorry, that's still me.
Yeah.
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome.
I don't think that really counts.
What about you, Kevin?
Hamster Mama's here.
Hey! We haven't gotten creepy just yet.
It will get creepy in a minute, though.
We talked about it yesterday, or last night, or sometime.
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? He's still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too.
It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean... Oh.
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look.
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction.
You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other.
Where are you going?
Eh?
We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay?
Bouch kapow wow.
You better not make it weird or anything.
Too late. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Wait, you're coming over to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured since that I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home.
Is this you?
Except it's both of them. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. Not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind.
Were you going to ask to walk home together? I can't believe this! Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. By the way, look how awesome these houses are. What the fuck?
Cool.
Where the hell do we live?
Japan?
These are not like traditional Japanese
They're
homes.
not.
These are massive. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot.
Aww.
She added like 4 Ys to the last hey message she sent me. I'm pretty sure that means I'm in. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different person on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming.
Me.
But putting Natsuki aside, which is not that hard to do, she seems small enough that you can just kind of pick her up and move her aside. I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. Not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to be putting Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses, like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori?
Oh, thank fucking heavens! Oh, thank heavens! Oh!
I was expecting to find a body.
Oh, thank... Oh, my god. Oh.
It's upside down.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
My heart. You can't deal with this.
Oh. Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. Also short shorts.
So cute. That thigh gap, though.
There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animal and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? My heart dropped into my stomach.
Same. Oh man, we were so scared. We were scared. That was a moment.
Sayori has already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to...
Oh, sorry. Shut up!
It's only natural for her... 1, 3.
It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true.
They're working together to be evil.
But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Kevin.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking of me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it?
What the hell is going on?
Getting punished for being so selfish.
Oh, she is crazy.
I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
She is crazy. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying?
She sounds depressed as hell.
Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. But tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Kevin. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Kevin? Oh god, I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. I fucking told you.
Yep, there it is. Whoop, whoop, I didn't mean to click that.
Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? 'Cause most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school?
This went from 0 to 20 way too quickly.
Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
It sounds like way too many people I knew in high school. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that we've known each other? Did she really want so badly for me to just not know anything about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. As if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. Would have tried a little bit harder to make everything every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Kevin. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. Bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Kevin. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. That I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streak down Sayori's face.
I'm also trying not to cry a little bit.
Made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am.
This sounds exactly like 90% of my friends from high school.
And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Kevin.
Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club!
Why do you gotta do this?
Because this is the pivotal moment where his internal monologue finally comes out in his own voice. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Kevin.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Kevin.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. Don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. I've used that line before. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Kevin. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah?
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah?
How would you like for me to spend it with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. The moment has passed, and so his voice returns. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. And on the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep things about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door and let her in.
Aww.
Aww.
What's up?
Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Oh, look at those little arms. That's cute.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job.
That's a pretty nice kitchen, I'll have to say.
Your
you bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good.
Snaggletooth.
So cute. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky, like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Are we in the kitchen?
We're in the doorway.
What?
You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Kevin?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the batski. Grab the bagski.
I grabbed the basket that Nog holds out to me.
No, bagski is like cat bag. It's just her head on like a grocery bag. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Ugh. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. That was more feels than I was expecting, James. Honestly, I was expecting a dead body, though.
Who I was too.
I'm not sure what we got was any better.
I don't know.
I'm still not sure.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
Not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I'm just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean that you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki?
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Kevin.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, bow chicka bow wow, and plastic bags are strewn about every corner countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Kevin, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Huh, that's a cute idea. Are you doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on! You're putting any heart into this at all.
Heart into this.
I try. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm really not having any fun. I'm not sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? Not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if it's just... It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Hmm? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It's just takes a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? You're forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Bow bow.
Here we go.
Here
we go.
Bow bow.
Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing
Here we go.
on Natsuki's cheek.
Here we go.
She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Here we fucking go.
Oh, please tell me this is all in one lap.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my face. You wish. I'm faster. I teleport behind her. Psh, nothing personnel, kid. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop.
Look at this.
Cute. So cute.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. Just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Think dumb things just get a reaction out of me. Really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either.
Is he gonna tickle her?
Take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
Give me a minute, what?
James has the right idea. Giggity.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Kevin!
Those eyes went full moe.
Oh my god. You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off.
Damn it!
Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on the top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah.
Give them a nice smoky flavor.
The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing even happened.
Ah, that smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling air, warm air, fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
Well, what's this one for? I pick up one of the novels that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. You can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever.
Ah, I see. It gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? You make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on the word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Eh? You say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we finally finish, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but... my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. She wouldn't eat and she'd still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need as much of it as I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway.
She has an abusive relationship with her father.
Don't we all?
Not really.
I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
And, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at this point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, I even take the opportunity to get closer to her, like I wanted.
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki. You said before, about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. You want to read manga or go out somewhere?
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Kevin, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Huh? I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What's happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against mine.
I've felt it. For a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori!
Huh? Oh shit.
Hi, Kevin.
Sayori. Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Kevin. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Oh, really? That's too bad.
Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Kevin? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Kevin. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica?
The fuck did Monica say to this?
Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. Even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Kevin. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
True, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Kevin, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know that I know what you need most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you.
Oh, fucking
fuck!
shit.
Okay. So this is something we have not done yet because we haven't had an audience for it. But here I'm now enacting the veto rule.
You gotta enact the veto rule.
So here's the thing. If we roll, because I'm gonna roll, odds mean I love you, even means I'll always be your dearest friend. If we get one that you don't like and you want to see the other one, you can veto that. But people can veto your veto to keep the ruling in effect. Are we ready? Are we ready?
I'm not ready. Roll. Wait, which one is which?
Odd is I love you, even
Okay.
is you'll always be my dearest
Roll
friend.
the fucking dice, Paladin.
11!
Ah!
So wait, we have to wait for anybody who wants to veto it first, but
Oh, man.
we have rolled to say I love you. Hold on, let me save really quick.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Does anybody want to veto the 11 that I just rolled?
I'll kill you. No, Hamster Mama says.
No.
Says
Yeah.
lover. We're good.
I think we're good. I don't think anybody wants to veto that.
Good.
All right, here we go. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. Should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, I know we'll both be happy.
Kevin.
Wait, Hamster Mama wanted a veto?
What?
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna veto it back, so...
Wait, scroll back up.
She says, tell her you love her. Then yes, yes, and then fuck no.
Okay.
No veto. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, fuck no was nobody wants to veto. Okay.
Okay.
My bad, sorry.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Right.
There's a little bit of a delay.
It is.
Sorry.
Aww.
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. When is this supposed to get creepy again?
It might not get creepy. It might just be difficult, intense depending on the route.
Maybe. Anyway.
Kevin. Is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. But honestly, CPQ, please let go of me so you can do this.
I love you, Kevin.
Try to pump gas before shit goes down. Alright.
I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
The files? Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why?
Hold on. Well,
Let's get done with this CG.
yeah.
Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Kevin.
It's okay, Sayori. Might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now.
Oh, okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle being anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Kevin?
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and that she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. That what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her.
Time to check the files.
Alright, hold on. Save. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Whatever, I can look at it in this way as well, or actually I can just go back to this. Right click. Nope. Right click. Properties, local files, browse local files. Happythoughts.png.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that shit?
The fuck is that?
Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. No. Get it off.
The
No.
fuck is this shit? The fuck is that? The fuck was that?
Nope.
I am terrified. The fuck was that? My heart hurts now. Are you okay?
Maybe.
What the fuck?
Don't open it again.
I'm not. Holy shit. What was that? Well, they were right. Shit went from 0 to 100 pretty quick. Hamster Mama says if you need to call her, call her. I think that's where I need to end it for today. I don't know if I can keep playing this right now.
I don't know. I just put another beer in the freezer. I'm gonna need that in a minute.
I guess we can keep playing, but what the fuck? The thing is, if you didn't know to check the files, That would have just been a nice. That just would have been a nice thing.
Yeah, that would have been very nice.
You were wondering when it would kick up, eh? Well, I think I know. Also, the name of the file. Like, what was it?
Happy Thoughts.
Happy Thoughts.
Happy Thoughts.
It's the day of the festival. Of all days,
The day we all fucking die. I don't know what you're talking
Of
about.
all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone.
Shit, she dead.
I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. I'm gonna turn the volume down. I don't know if there's any jump scares in this, but I'm gonna turn the volume down. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. You've got a line.
Give me a minute.
Also, did it just mean to go silent?
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be mute right now? Music volume's all up, and I haven't unmuted the game.
Close it and reopen it.
Uh,
It stopped making... When did it stop making sounds? Before or after we looked at the file?
I'm not sure. Gonna do this just in case it is a jump scare. Oh. The program has stopped working, and whenever I closed it, like... Okay, let's see here. Let's open the file back up and see if it's better. It doesn't make any sound. It has stopped making sound. Oh, wait, no. Okay, that was funny. That was my bad. I had turned the sound.
The best part was they could hear the music.
Yeah. I had turned it down too low in my fear.
By the way, the only thing that could be considered jump scares is the game glitching out.
Okay.
I googled it.
Okay, so there's no actual jump scares.
What's going on with the internet? What did you block Origin block?
I don't know. Sometimes it does that.
I sure hope so.
Anyway.
Kevin, the fuck did you say to our baby? Bitch. You're the first one here. Unless you fucking killed everybody that arrived before us. Thanks for being so early. Bitch.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all of the poems we've performed. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. That's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important she'd try a little harder.
Bitch, she's trying as hard as she fucking can.
I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday.
I told you.
I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only say it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Kevin. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday.
How the fuck do you know about that?
She's gonna say Sayori told us, but she fucking watched us. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
I told you it was Monica. This whole time I knew it was her.
I mean, she's not a dateable option, so she has to be.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Since you're apparently the fucking narrator.
Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I know how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
I might need to leave the room. Again.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Kevin? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Ah. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things were going to be the same as they always have been. All she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in.
Not ready.
Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Fuck! We were right! File game script channel 5.rpy line 307. See traceback.txt for details. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago.
Nope.
That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me.
Y'all gotta stop coming in and out of the damn apartment. Stop!
I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. Go check the files, yep. Hold on. Also, the music is weird. So, traceback text in line 307 was what I got. Properties. Local files. Browse local files. Traceback.txt. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred while running the game code file line 256 in script. The files are really important. Welcome to the real game. File, rin copy, module, file, rin ply, common, action file.rpy line 407 and call restart top connect. Okay.
Wait. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I could probably fix this. I think... Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Haha. Well, here goes nothing.
Restart top context. An uncaught exception occurred. Happy thoughts isn't spelled the same way. Or it's not spelled. Oh, I think it'll be the same image. Yeah, it is.
But why does it have X's on it instead of A's? Because she was deleted?
I don't know. That's not what Say You Already Needed at all. You even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is all my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, and I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End.
Fucking shit. I'm gonna lap that since we lost.
What the fuck? The game title
What
changed,
the fuck?
and she's glitched out.
She's glitched out.
And she's
as
like,
Monica.
she's being replaced as Monica, yeah.
No, she's being glitched out as all of them.
Yeah, she's like a little bit of all of them. Oh, shit.
We can't start the game over at all. You can't start from the beginning at all.
No, that's still new game. I think. I think that's still the option of a new game. I think that's where we need to end it for now.
That's where we need to fucking end it. I can't take any of this anymore.
We'll have to come back to
We're
this.
at 3 hours.
We'll have to come back to this at another time. Well, but this says welcome to the second half of the game that gets apparently significantly more creepy. Fuck. Thank you everybody who came out to watch today's episode of Doki Doki Fuck This Game. I've been Paladin Null. This has been CPQ.
What's up?
This has been a living nightmare. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.